Alright, so I guess I'm making part 5 of tearing my transmission down. I'm going to go ahead and get the clusters out. And my last video I was trying to get ready to go to the races. Had a time crunch, swapping gear clusters with another transmission. Little did I know the second gear synchros in that other transmission were crap. So I have no problems shifting these, but the other one had an upgraded third gear synchro, shift rail, fork, so on. So what I'm going to do, I'm take these out, put in the other transmission, put the third gear synchros and the bearings on this gear cluster, and use this. So hopefully that solves my problem, and I can get back to the track. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take out. Alright, so got the pin out right here, working on this one right here, got the reverse gear cluster out, and those bolts that I was telling you about a moment ago. Sorry, I'm using my drop light here. Got those pieces taken out. One thing I'd forgotten about, which I'll go ahead and mention, if you can see it, taking out this bottom pin, there's a hole back there for that pin to go through. If you don't line the shift rail up just right, you'll hit that. It's more like a metal plate. Let me see if I get my fingers out of the way and I'll show it to you. It's got a little metal plate. It's got to line up just right with the little hole that's back there. Otherwise that pin will not come out. So just make sure you do get the rail lined up before taking that one out. Go ahead and get back to what I was doing. Just want to show you all that one little tidbit. Alright, so I got that piece out. I'm trying to keep my finger out of the way. Alright, so I got that piece out. The pin is laying right there. Knocked it out. Now if you got to adjust the rail to where it's supposed to be, this part right here, which is, you know, hooked up to your shift rails, all you got to do is just move it back and forth, make sure it's in between the little pieces. See how it goes up and down. That'll help adjust it to where it needs to be. And then you got the other two rails here, which once you get those out, these will spin like so. You can actually move them up or down. But anyway, I'll be right back in just a moment. Alright, so you got these first two rails, sorry, this rail and this rail. Those are pretty much easy to come out. So long as you move these over to get these out of the way. You can see where they're kind of actually out of there already. I'm trying to use my drop light because it's getting a little bit later in the day. I don't have a lot of light, but those are the easy ones to get out of the way. This one right here is the more difficult one to get out of the way. And if it wasn't for this, you know, having to finagle with that, you'd probably just pull the whole assembly up. It's the hard part, trying to get around this one right here. So, but one thing I was saying, if you've got it, I think I mentioned this earlier in one of my other videos. If you break this piece off right here off the bottom, or even this piece, or let me rephrase that, this one or this one, hard to get the gears to change because you can shift it down one way, but then you have nothing to put it back the other way. So if you ever have a problem where it's locked in a gear and you can't move it and it won't shift no matter what you do, sometimes it could just be this cheap little rail you have to change. So as opposed to spending a few thousand to have it done by somebody else. So that's where I was at. But anyway, see what I can do to get this rail right here off. Personally, I've never even taken this assembly off right here. I've just always finagled this part around here to get it out. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to see if I can go ahead and get this shaft out here. Trying to do it the little bit more correct way, so you guys know what to do. But anyway, we'll see what I can do, and I'll start from there. Alright, so got the cluster out. I didn't, as you see, I didn't take this piece out. I just went ahead and finagled it. All I had to do was move this part as far as I could that way, turn this fork, let me see if I can turn it this way where you can see it. I turned the fork, this one right here, as far this way as I could, and it just slipped right on by this piece right here, so I didn't even have to bother with it. However, it's probably a good thing I'm doing what I did. I don't know if you can see the pitting in that race right there. Had I kept driving it like it was, it eventually